I have for you a very simple, easy to follow 14,787 step plan for success at whatever you do in this episode of the VOHeroes podcast. Wait, what did you say? 14,787 steps? That's a simple plan for success? The point here is we see things all the time that say to us, here's a simple 3-step plan for success. 5 steps to this. I'm guilty of it myself. You know, I used to write a series of books called 10 Quick Steps. And the truth of the matter is, no plan we ever put in place is 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 steps. The 30,000-foot view may be 3 simple steps or 10 simple steps or whatever, but there's always dozens or hundreds or thousands of little tiny movements that occur in what we do. And we have to pay attention to those steps. We have to pay attention to getting things done with some minor corrections here and there, with some course corrections, with some honing, some refining. So it depends on what you call a step, right? But the big steps, yeah, you can sort of put those in a big bucket and say, here, we have 3 big containers of things you need to do to get this done. And generally they're called this, right? Prepare, execute, and then do a post-mortem. I don't know. But the point is, we got to be ready to make changes, make adjustments, make course corrections, and also be ready for those occasional curves that are thrown at us. So it's not 14,787 always. Sometimes it's 26. Sometimes it's a lot more than that, especially when you have a bigger project. So just bear that in mind when somebody gives you an ad in your feed on the Instagram, or somebody gives you a pitch on something in a book or in a course. And again, I try to make sure I'm as honest about all this stuff as I possibly can be, but sometimes I get a little carried away. Just know that there's more work involved than the simplest of 3-step plans. I just want you to be aware of it more than anything. That's the reason I bring it up. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to know how many times you've attempted something and said, wow, this is so much more work than I thought it was going to be. Let me know. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Hit the like button if you like what you're hearing. You can subscribe to the channel. You can hit the notification bell. It'll make a nice, if you want to be notified when the next episode is out. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. I thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of the VOHeroes podcast.